Hello everybody, it's Big Al. Another video with some content for Lord of the Rings Rise to War. I'm going to do this video on Aragon II. So a lot of people, free to play, they spent the 99 cents or whatever it was to get Aragon at the very beginning if you started a long time ago. So he is usable as a commander, as a damage dealer. Let's go and scroll to him. So his basic stats, he does okay damage, hit points, everything is okay to start. There's nothing spectacular. Is he an A tier damage dealer? No, but he is a B team. He could be a solid B team if you have a little bit higher respect. We'll start with the skills, and let's reset them. So, Andoril is one of his damage skills. When you max it out, it is 420% physical damage to 2 enemy formations, and that fires off with the cooldown of 2 rounds, so it will hit in round 3, 6, and 9. The damage dealt plus 10% for 2 rounds after it hits, which is nice. Give your commander attack. Its other R0 skill increases the defense of 3 allied formations, and it becomes modified by commander's defense stat. And this is going to help a lot of free-to-play players, and I'll explain why when we get to the gear. Then his R2 skill is Strider. It's his other damage-dealing skill. When it's maxed out, it does 540% physical damage to 1 formation. Gains a little bit of speed, and it also, this skill gains Keen Eye. Ignores the target's evasion. That could help depending on what because it fires in round 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So it has a 1 round cooldown. So that does help ignore some of Gil's evasion, Undying's evasion, and sometimes with the troops as well. And then his R4 skill is Hidden Air. The attack of men units in 3 allied formation can go to plus 10, and it's modified by command stat. Damage dealt to melee units is plus 10, and then the formation gains stun immunity. The one problem with this skill is if you're running him as a damage dealer, you're not going to have things that really give you a lot of command. You could put a helmet on him that has command and keep your weapon and accessory as damage, commander damage, which that would work, but it also depends on what kind of units you use. If you're using man units, okay, that's good. So we're going to go into his excuse me. I'm going to go into his equipment. So he's a damage dealer, so you're going to want things that give you commander attack and commander damage. I'm going to show you a couple. The Axe of Khazad-dûm is the best in slot gold gear for damage dealers. Then you got the best in slot for purple gear, the Battle Axe, which gives you commander damage and commander attack. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those on him. Next, you want commander attack. Okay. For purple, you can either go with the full helm, which is the best in slot for damage dealers. You could also go the horseman's helm if you wanted to get some command for that R4 skill to give it some modify, because it does give commander attack, and then it gives you plus 70 command for purple gear. Best in slot gold for damage dealers is the Cask of Pride. Plus 40 attack will give you the most with 4 stars. So I'm going to put one of the helmets on, the purple, because as you guys have noticed, most of my videos are geared more towards the free-to-play people with a little bit less seasons or a lot of seasons that have some gear. So best in slot purple is the scale mail. So this is one of the things I wanted to talk about with his R1 skill. Or sorry, his bottom R2 skill. So his increase of defense of 3 allied formations, effect modified by commander defense. So as you see with the purple gear, you do get some commander defense. You also get unit defense with the purple. So again, there's nothing wrong with running purple. Okay, some people like the gold skin, some like the Berserker's Raiment that gives attack, commander defense, okay, hit points, because all you're going to get is hit points. You won't get any armor that gives you command or commander damage. So I'm going to put more, I put already the scale mail on there just to show. Okay, and most of the gold gear has commander attack, also has commander defense. So that helps modify the bottom R0 skill. Next, unfortunately, purple gear does not have commander damage. So if you're forced to run purple gear, you want a bone talisman. That gives you the most commander attack. I'm going to put this one on just for argument's sake. Okay. Now, when it comes to commander damage for the damage dealer, when it comes to gold, you're looking for a Palantir or the Drums of Barad-dûr. Both of them give a lot of commander attack, and then they give commander damage. So, on here, we got unit defense and commander defense. So, the correct build, no matter what you choose, whether you want to go with the bottom R0, the defense, or the hidden air, you want to put points into Andoril first. The reasoning for that is because this damage dealt plus 10% for 2 rounds. So that's going to affect Strider's damage both times when he, actually all 3 times when he hits. Okay? After those 2, then it's your choice whether you do hidden air. And remember, if you're doing that, you have to run man units in 3 allied formations for that to be effect. But the chieftain, doesn't matter what kind of units you use, it's going to give added defense to the allied formation. So that's the commander and the unit. Okay, so that's something to think about when you're building your Aragon. And just remember, the top R0 skill is where you want to put your first points in, because that's how your skills are going to fire off. Okay, so top R0, R2, and then it's your choice depending on what kind of troops you use, whether you're going to go chieftain or the air skill. Okay, so even with purple gear, I'm going to put this on. Even with purple gear, you can get about 100. I want to say this goes up another 3. So you can get, up to 133 at commander attack with them, which isn't that much because you want to shoot above 200. But if you get sharp blade, that's plus 24, and then your ring gets you plus 10. And depending on the troops, also can add to it as well. So again, he's not an A tier damage dealer. He's not going to do anywhere near the damage of like Dane or Gimli or Bjorn for the good side. But he will do decent damage as a B team damage dealer. If this is all you have and he's a higher respect than the rest of them, go ahead and use him, because a lot of times the respect matters can weigh in a lot on your decision because you get more skill points. So that's my video on Aragon. I hope you guys found it informative. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get to the position to where I can be a fearless pioneer and start giving back to the community more than just my knowledge. As always, make the most out of what you got.